Welcome to the 2025 CSP webinar series. It's great to be back. It's great to be back with Nathan, our local trade director for Destination Canada. Nath, another year of updates, and you're kicking it all off for us. So I will hand over, let you take it away.
Thanks, Charlie. Yeah, great to be back. Another year of webinars. Really looking forward to it. Charlie and I have been working on the schedule over the last couple of days for the year, and it looks full already, which is really encouraging. We have lots of our Team Canada partners ready to give you updates. So looking forward to being on as many of those as I can this year. But I thought today I'd just give you a bit of an update from a DC or Destination Canada standpoint on what we've got going on in the trade space for this year. So let's jump into it. Firstly, with CSP, as usual, we've got the platform. We're continually adding content to that platform for you guys to access, download, use, all that sort of stuff. You know, it's driving guides, our Selling Canada guides, which I'll touch on in a second. You know, imagery, videos, all that stuff that you can, and even the modules themselves, the training modules, you can actually download and send on to your clients. There's no call to action on it. We'll continue with our webinars as we've spoken, but also our CSP newsletters, the More to Explore EDM program you can see on the right-hand side there. Our CSP Facebook group continues on. We love hearing from our CSP agents on that group, particularly if you're in Canada. We'll always be reaching out when we're in the country as well. So yeah, if you're lucky enough to get on a Famil, or you're over there on your own holidays, please post. We love seeing that content. You may have just seen us at the entire travel group roadshow a couple of weeks ago in Brisbane, Sydney, and Melbourne. Thanks for those of you that came and said hi. Hope you enjoyed seeing quite a large Team Canada there. We're hoping that continues on each year with that roadshow. I think the entire do a great job at it, and it's something we'll continue to support. I know it's a busy time of year for everyone with all the shows on, but hopefully you learnt something new or got what you needed out of it, and we'll see you there again next year. And then Famils, we'll definitely be continuing Famils in 25. You'll remember that we partnered with Carry On to create the Radical Ambassador Famil last year. I think we'll do something similar. We're still in the middle of a campaign, and they're still sharing a lot of that content for us as we speak. But as we enter into a new campaign, I'm sure we'll see more of that type of Famil, where we're really encouraging our agents going over there to create content and becoming ambassadors for Canada to the trade, and then also to their own database. So stay tuned on that. But also, if you're doing your own trips there, don't forget, once you get to the platinum level, it opens up all sorts of attractions passes and discounts and the like for when you do go and visit. So check that out. I touched on Selling Canada. I'm happy to say the 25 version is all but ready to be released. I saw the final version this morning. So we're just getting it prepped to be able to send out to everyone. It will sit on the Canada Specialist program in the Sell section. You'll see a tab for Selling Canada. This one does have a winter focus, but there certainly are other seasons covered within it, particularly fall, and content from right across the country. And it is targeted at you guys to give you ideas on things for your clients to do in and around Canada. A lot of first-hand experiences as well that I've spoken about. So please check it out when it comes through. We'll post it on the Facebook group. We'll send it out through the More to Explore database as well. Check it out. So as you know, we are focusing on fall and winter. We've spoken about it for the last 12 or 18 months. I do foresee us actually moving not out of just fall and also into spring and really focusing on those shoulder periods, but we're in discussions on that with head office at the moment. But for now, let's focus it on fall. It is a great time of year to travel. You know, you can consider that summer period from May to October, because most of the experiences you can do right throughout that time. But fall tends to be my favorite time. I think it's the best time to go. Less people, it's more affordable. Um, and there's experiences like the Northern Lights you can do outside of winter. The wildlife experiences it's the best time. The bears are out and about in Churchill and BC. In BC, while you can see them from May to October, that September October period is the best time to see them in the water hunting the salmon, which a lot of people want to do. It's an amazing time to see whales on both sides of the country, be that BC or in Atlantic Canada. Of course, those amazing fall colours that we get, as you can see in the top right-hand corner, particularly in Quebec and Ontario. Some great self-drive itineraries in that region for you to get out and experience those colours. And of course, always an amazing food and drink scene. And when I say drink, that could be the amazing wineries in the Okanagan or Niagara, or the amazing local craft breweries that are spread out right throughout the country. And most of the major cities now have a thriving brew pub scene or brew tour scene. So I know foodie tours are quite popular. You can now do brewery tours and wine tours. So check those out for your clients for sure. And then you would have heard us show some of our new storytell videos. I keep calling them new. They were released last year, and we've slowly been feeding some of them. I thought I would share this one from Manitoba, and I'll touch on it when we finish. So let's watch this.
As a kid, I spent a lot of time trekking around in the backcountry with my dad. That part of my childhood, I think, really cultivated a love for this place. So it really makes a whole bunch of sense that I would be involved in tourism and in community building here now. Family is really important to me, and I want to convey that feeling of home to all of our visitors. My heart being here forever really is what motivates me to do what we do.
All right, so for those of you who don't know, Riding Mountain National Park is in Manitoba, and it's just south of Winnipeg, a couple-hour drive. And it is a great combination with Winnipeg and Churchill for those looking to go in the fall. I had the pleasure of going in September of 23 with product managers, and Carly actually hosted us in her property there at the lake house. And it's an awesome national park. We saw the buffalo or the bison, we saw the bears, saw the moose, and we got to see those amazing fall colors as well. It's set on a big lake as well, and there's lots of water activities you can do around that lake. But it just gives a different perspective when you look at an amazing city like Winnipeg and then a remote community like Churchill. So it really rounds it off. So let's get into winter. You know, we've spoken a fair bit about winter over the last 12 or 18 months, but you know, amazing winter experiences, that winter wonderland feel that we continue to talk about, whether it's snowmobiling, dog sledding, skiing. I'll touch on in a minute. If you head to Eastern Canada, the festivals, maple syrup in the sugar shacks in Quebec in particular are a great experience. And of course, the Northern Lights are the best time to see them, and you would have heard our colleagues from the Yukon and Northwest Territories talk about the solar max that we're in the middle of at the moment. So it's just peak prime aurora activity. So over the next year or two, now's the time to go and see them because they're at their height and the chances of seeing them are really good. The cool thing is they're also being, because of this solar max, they're being seen in the fall as well. So if winter's not your thing, then you can certainly still see them in the fall. Winter festivals we touched on, particularly in Quebec and Ontario. Quebec has the Winter Festival in Montreal, which you can see in the bottom right-hand corner there. Lots of activities going on in and around the city at that time, and some of the other cities in that region have smaller ones as well. Again, use the content on the platform. There's a lot of this stuff already on there. or on our Brand Canada library, image and video library, if you're needing that for social media and all that sort of stuff. But we're continuing to work and update on the content on the platform for you guys to be able to access and use and make it as easy as possible. So what's coming up in no particular order, I'll touch on our Snow Travel Expos that we have a big Canada booth on in Sydney and Melbourne. For those of you around in May, mid-May, come and check out the Canada stand with all the resorts and destinations around us. Fortunately, I won't be there this year because we'll be in May in Canada for the Hello World OMC conference in Vancouver, which hopefully we will see some of our CSP agents at, and then Rendezvous, our big in-market trade show, which will be in Winnipeg. Carry On, I touched on, we continue to work with those guys. We've created some amazing content thanks to our ambassadors. A couple of the images you can see there from the FAM back in October. We'll continue to do that throughout the year. And then Focus Canada will be an in-market event that in September that will align with the Virtuoso events in Melbourne mid-September. We're just working on dates and locations at the moment. We'll be in touch with everyone as we finalise that information. And I think that's about it, but you know where to find me. If you've got any questions or curly itineraries that you need help with, please reach out and let me know and be sure to help you out. And that's it for me, Charlie. I'll hand back to you.
Awesome. Thank you. We always love to hear what's going on, what you're working on, what's happening. And also just to acknowledge that Nathan is sort of by himself. It's just Nathan.
Yes.
Doing all of the trade stuff. So that's a pretty big calendar year for you, Nate. There's some travel and some shows and all that kind of stuff. So well done.
Thank you. Yeah, rather busy.